Hey, what's going on, family? This is your boy HA here with our Experience Counts. And there's some very important things happening in the country right now. And we're going to talk a little bit about that and really what do we need to do about those things. So let's talk about it. Last night they went on ahead and did it, y'all. The House of Representatives, they passed the Trump budget proposal. Now, within this proposal, there's $880 million worth of cuts that could and probably will affect services that I use, services that you use, and definitely services that the poorest of Americans use. And no matter what you think of it, right, wrong, or indifferent, me, myself, I just think it's a travesty to cut from the poor in order to provide a tax cut for the rich. But that's just me. However, what are we going to do about it? Are you going to burn your MAGA hat? You're going to burn your Trump flag? You're going to, I don't know, start looking at CNN instead of Fox News? What is it you're going to do about it? Well, I'm going to tell you those things, they're not going to affect any change. They're not going to affect any change in your life or the lives of the ones that you love. Now, let's talk about what we can do about it, what can be done about it. The first and most important thing is we need to start taking care of ourselves. We cannot let the government dictate our income, our lifestyle, our choices, or anything like that. We need to start taking care of ourselves, y'all. And let me give you one of the best ways that I think is something that we can all do, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything. And that number one thing, especially on this platform, is starting a YouTube channel. You can start a YouTube channel right after you get through watching this video with just your smartphone. And once you get your subscriber count up, which we know that's 1,000 subscribers, once you get your watch hours up, which we know is 4,000 watch hours of all your videos total, then you'll be invited to join the YouTube monetization plan. Now you have another stream of income. And family, there have been people that have been getting monetized in some say 7 days, some say 3 days, some say 30 days, 2 months, whatever it is. If you become passionate about creating that second stream of income for you and for your family, it doesn't matter how long it takes. It takes as long as it takes. Now, one strategy is to upload a video every day. Well, HA, what am I going to talk about? You're going to talk about your experience. Talk about your experience in life, which is what my channel is about. Talk about your experience working in IT. Talk about your experience working in human resources. Talk about your experience dealing with kids. Talk about your experience raising a baby. There are your gaming experience. There are a million different things plus that you can talk about on a daily basis. You only need to make an 8 to 12 minute video. You can go longer if you want to, but I've been doing some research and people are saying that the sweet spot is around 8 minutes. But just talk about it. If it's something that you're passionate about, you can talk for 8 minutes. Some people I know won't shut up. They talk for 30, 40 minutes, an hour, hour and a half. It's like, okay, I got it. Shut up already. So that's free, y'all. That's free. This is free game I'm giving you. Does it take time? Anything that's worth doing takes time. If you're creating another stream of income for yourself, It's going to take time. There's a learning curve for YouTube. You got to learn how to get comfortable in front of the camera. You got to learn how to operate your camera, get the best settings. You have to learn how eventually down the road, if you choose to, learn how to edit, learn how to upload, learn how to read the analytics in the YouTube studio. There are different facets to this, but y'all, I'm 60 years old, and there are people on this channel that's 70 years old, 80 years old. I watched one guy, and he started his YouTube channel, and he has, I, off the top of my head, I'm thinking over 20,000 subscribers, and he's good on camera. And anybody younger, there's no excuse. You young people are technology savvy, so it shouldn't be any excuse. So if you've gotten phased out by the government, if you've gotten that layoff notice, if your department has been axed by Elon Musk and his department, if if you're on edge, if you're going to work with a state of anxiety every day, not knowing if that day or that minute will be your last, because what I'm hearing is there was one department, they only had 15 minutes to clear out their desks and get out the building. We all know that's not right. That's not the American way. How is it a billionaire is going to give me an unemployment notice? He has all the money in the world, and I'm scraping by on what I can make, and he lays me off. And now I got to scratch and rob Peter to pay Paul and figure stuff out. I got kids, a family, dogs, car notes, house notes, all the stuff we have. And the government is playing games with our lives now. Well, the way to negate that is take back control of your life. We gotta take back control of our lives, y'all. Now more than ever, we have to. We have to increase our faith in God and know that God is going to take care of us no matter what. God has provided the internet. God has provided YouTube. God has provided opportunity for us. It's kind of like the old story about the guy who lost his house in a hurricane and he was floating around on a board or something. I'm paraphrasing, I don't have it exactly. But he prayed to God to send him a rescue. And God sent a small boat. The guy was expecting a big boat. God sent a bigger boat. The guy was expecting a bigger boat. God sent a bigger boat, and the guy was expecting something else. And he ended up dying. And once he got to heaven, he asked God, why you didn't answer my prayer? And God said, I sent you all of this, and you turned it down. You basically looked the other way from the opportunity that I provided for you to save your life. It's the same thing that's happening today in America, y'all. God has provided opportunities, and we sit back and complain about what's happening in Washington, about what Musk is doing, about what Trump is doing, about what Biden did, about or didn't do, about Kamala Harris said or didn't say, or whatever. We're so full of complaints and wanting to blame everybody else that we don't take responsibility for our own self. So I'm admonishing everyone that's watching this video and whoever will watch this video in the future, because that's the good thing about YouTube. You relate your experience on YouTube today, somebody 2 years from now may see this video and get inspiration from this video, from your video. Your video is on the YouTube platform forever, or until you decide to take it down, which you should keep it up for as long as you can. So that's the great thing. As you're learning, as you're creating content, those videos are going on YouTube and they're going to stay there. You can go back and modify them if you want to, but if you look at some of my older videos, they're terrible. But I want to see the progression of my learning, of my camera manipulation. I'm using the rear camera this time instead of the selfie camera and see how that works out for me. I'm gonna start editing because I'm up over 40 videos now. It's about time to, I want to edit. So it's about time for me to start delving into an editing software. I think I'm gonna try CapCut. But you don't have, there are people on YouTube with thousands of followers and they don't edit. they, they, they don't edit, or they didn't edit until they had mega followers. So editing, don't let that scare you. Don't let use of your phone scare you. Don't think that you have to go out and buy $1,000 worth of equipment or anything like that. You don't have to do that, y'all. We're in the technology age. We don't have to do that. Our phones are the powerful most powerful piece of equipment that we own, but we use them every day and we take that power for granted. A lot of our phones are more powerful than the laptop that I have back in my office in the back room back there. I have an older computer, but even if it was newer, my phone is an iPhone 16. It's on par with any computer that's out there. I upgraded from the iPhone 11 because I got a good deal, but there are people making videos with an iPhone 10. I made videos with an iPhone 11. You don't need anything new. You don't need any of that. I do have a lapel mic here that I use to make my sound better because remember, YouTube is a video platform. One thing that's important is sound. People have to be able to hear you clearly, and you don't want to turn people off because they can't hear you. You can have something to say, and if people can't hear you, then you're not affecting anybody, right? I'm working on my video quality. I'm not there yet. I'm going to get there because I'm learning more every day. Every video I do, I get 1% better. I know I get 1% better. It may even be more than that, but I'm satisfied getting 1% better. Once I get to 100 videos, I'll start again, getting 1% better. I'm 100% good as a new beginner YouTuber. I'll start with video 101 and continue to get 1% better, 1% better, 1% better, and keep going like that until I get to those requirements that YouTube asks for that YouTube actually requires to be invited into their monetization program. And then I'll have a second income, and I'm working on a third income. I'm door dashing also. I'm semi-retired, so I have a little bit of time, so I door dash also. My wife is getting ready to have surgery. She's only going to have long-term disability. So I got to do what I got to do and get out there and make money and work on this YouTube thing in the meantime, and work on anything else that I'm working on. But y'all, and it's just something I have to do to take care of me and my family. It's just me and my wife, but take care of us and my two dogs. So I admonish you, don't get bogged down with what the news is saying. Okay, Medicaid probably is going to get cut. There's going to be some desperate people out there. And if Medicaid gets cut, just know that Medicare is also on the horizon, which means if you're on Medicare, you know exactly how important it is. Also, if you have older parents that are 62 and up that may be on Medicare, then what are they going to do? How are you going to help them? Help your parents start a YouTube channel and get them rolling in their own direction, or start a YouTube channel yourself where you can eventually build up an income where you'll be able to help your parents. There are things we can do, y'all. We don't have to throw our hands up and just scream out loud all the time. Marvin Gaye had a song called Make Me Wanna Holler, Throw Up Both My Hands. We just can't afford to do that, y'all. We can't afford to do that. We you know get frustrated. We get pissed off. We get mad. Then we get sad. We get scared. We get anxious. We get depressed. We go through mental Olympics. We start drinking. Some of us start smoking different things. Some of us start engaging in destructive habits. Some people, if they fear losing everything, will consider doing the ultimate and taking their own life. It never has to get to that point, family. It does not have to get to that point. So, this is the one main way that I want us to do is start a YouTube channel. And if nothing else, do it as a therapeutic venture. Even if you never upload a video, you can talk to the camera, talk your feelings out, take care of your mental health by getting what you're feeling out of you and moving on from there. But I guarantee you, if you upload that video, YouTube is worldwide. You're not the only one feeling the way that you feel. And if you can communicate how you're feeling and someone picks that video up and they receive inspiration from it, maybe from taking their own life, or maybe just giving them a little bit of encouragement to go on another 24 hours, 48 hours, another week, another month, another year, or increase their resolve that, hey, I don't care what go down. The government is not going to screw me like that. If that's you, then that's what we need to do, family. That's what we need to do. There are plenty of creators out there that offer videos on the best way to start a YouTube channel. I'll be making some videos talking about how to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to put this in a playlist that I already have that talks about YouTube, and just make the commitment, y'all, to start a YouTube channel. And if you've started a YouTube channel and you've been slacking off on it, you need to get back in the game. You should get back in the game now, because there are a lot of videos out there talking about YouTube is on easy mode. I don't know how easy YouTube is because I'm growing myself. However, for some people, it seemed to have been pretty easy. Who's to say that you won't be one of those people? So, y'all hear this message, start a YouTube channel, take out your phone and record right after you look at this video, and let's get rolling, taking care of ourselves. That's all I wanted to talk to you about today on this video. Until then, this is your boy HA with Our Experience Counts. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. God bless you. To the next video. Peace.